What's up guys, DJ Mike James here, coming at you again. I know I hadn't been posting in a while. I know I'm doing a little video series for you, but there's a lot of stuff to cover and what's in my Rode case. We've already gone over the case, we've gone over my board. Next we're gonna go over my wireless microphone setup. Now this is the GTD audio 4 wireless microphone setup. It does have 4 XLR outs, which I run those straight over into my RPM 870, and I have a channel specific for each one, and I'll get into that here in just a second. It does have this weird power supply with a plug-in. If you want to, we'll come back around here and shoot, and you'll see I have it taped off. And I'm going to tell you the reason for that is when I have my pan and my board mounted on top of here, I've only got about that much room. I can't get my hand between the pan of the board and the thing to plug this thing in. So I have it taped off, so it will hopefully it will not come unplugged. And the same as the mics. If I have to address any of these things out on the road or out at a gig, I'm having to pull this whole board off because you cannot get your hand in between the 2-unit drawer and the board that sits right, like literally right here on top of it, and it drops down, so there's very little bit of room in there. I want to kind of show you the front. Here's our wiring antenna system. When my board's sitting here, these pop up over the top. Each one of these has a nice clip meter on them. They all have their own individual volumes. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do my 2-unit drawer together, which is a 19-inch drawer, because this is a 19-inch rack system. So if most of you guys know that already, you can get these in 19. A lot of them use them for servers, things along those lines. This drawer actually has a key to it, so that I can pull this open. And look at that. You'll see, you've heard me talk about how I like to save the packaging from a lot of things because I do stuff like this with it. So all of my mics are all in one place. The thing I do like about these mics, they are color coded, and the beauty of that is I have them color coded to each one of the microphones. So we've got blue, orange, green, and red. I know the colors by heart because I've been staring at this thing for a long time. So my blue mic is typically the one that I use. It is in my blue input going into my board. Again, you don't have to do it that way. It's just super convenient for me. Of course, when you turn the microphone on, you'll see the light, the active light come on here. But then when you're looking at your board, if they're all black, I'd struggle to figure out which mic I needed to turn on, especially when I'm doing karaoke and so on and so forth. So you get the 4 mics, like I said, blue, orange, green, red. Blue, orange, green, red going straight into my board. The other thing, these are wireless. I like to use rechargeable batteries, and I guess at some other point I'll go through this setup because this is my wireless rechargeable battery. I have spares for each one. As you look in here, it's got a retainer clip. I've got wireless batteries. I have these charged. Something goes on with the mic, pop them out. This is a high-speed charger. It'll charge every single one of those batteries from dead in probably about 12 minutes, which is super convenient, I'm telling you, man, because if you guys do this and you got mics going dead and you're sending somebody to the store to get you batteries, I don't have to do that. I keep this in here with me, which is why my drawer is a little offset. You see I got my darts in here too, so if any of you guys want to come throw against me, good luck. My spare pair of glasses in here. I keep my mics in the pad that came with it. I did trim it down a little bit so that would fit into my drawer. This drawer has a 9-inch pull out, which again, there is a little more room. It is backed all the way up so that I have a little extra space in the front. Keep a trusty flashlight in here. My extra pair of reading glasses, especially when it's dark outside, or dark in the spot, and I gotta look at people's phones and their requests and all that stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about with all that. And like I said, this drawer, I really liked it just for this reason, that I have all of this extra stuff in here just to maintain this. And if you look on my key and my keychain, I also have my fog machine remote. So when I have my fog machines up, I do have a spare remote. It's in here. I think it's in the back there somewhere. But my other spare fog machine remote is in there if I need it. This one I keep on the thing. One thing I don't like about this drawer is my locking mechanism. I can't take my key out unless the drawer is locked. And I guess that's kind of a good thing if, you know, if you're concerned about theft, or if you're putting money in there, or you're, you know, charged at the door or something like that, and you're using a drawer like this. I can understand why you'd want to be able to, but I'd like to just be able to leave my drawer unlocked. But when I am transporting this thing, it is nice that I know that every time it is locked and ready to go. The frequencies on the microphones, I'm going to look at my cheat sheet here real quick, are 210 megahertz, 260 megahertz. And when you light this up, they each have their own identified megahertz frequency. This is a VHF wireless mic system. I do run it XLR to XLR to individual channels. Now there is another option on this. They provide you with a 1/4-inch phono. You can run all 4 of these microphones off of 1/4-inch phono that they do supply with it. But I'm going to tell you, as soon as you get that 1/4-inch phono, throw it in the garbage can, because that thing is absolute garbage. I had so many problems. I was like, oh nice, I'll just run one cable into my board and everything will work out great. Wrong. It does not work that way. It is absolutely horrible. Put that, and I even bought a better GLS 1/4-inch to 1/4-inch to try to run this off of, because at the time I had this up on a shelf behind me and just trying to run the one signal to my board. It's awful. It is absolutely awful. Once I switched over to this setup and I ran 4 individual channels into 4 individual channels on my board, these things are crystal clear. They sound fantastic, and I really like the convenience of having all of this put together in one simple unit. Now I say simple, but we just did the math with the drawer, the mics, the pan, the board, the case. This box is running about 90 pounds. So we did the math, adding up what the manufacturers were saying that the weight of all of this was. Like I said, the other thing about this is the plug, which is just like a simple little, you know, like a laptop charger or something. You know, I wish this was just a regular power output, you know, so that this would actually fit through my 2-inch. But I think here in the future, I'm just going to put a little 2-spot power strip in here and just keep this stuff plugged in all there, keep all this stuff wrapped up, and just run that power out to my thing. So if you have any questions about this, I want to give you the distance. These microphones are responsive up to about 300 foot, and that's pretty good. I mean, I haven't been in too many places where I'm 300 foot away from my setup, but I mean, I don't know if you're outside and you're doing different types of gigs and you're actually kind of a bit away from, you know, you got, you know, bachelor, you know, you got best men giving toast, things along those lines. You got about 300 foot on these, which is actually a pretty good distance. This is pretty affordable. I think when I bought this, it was $127. As I checked the pricing today, it ring in at 149 bucks. So 4 wireless mics, 300 foot of distance, VHF, right into your board, rack mountable, standard 19-inch, which you need, drawer, standard 19-inch. The drawer, again, I bought, I want to say last year or the year before, it was only about $48.99. I checked the price on that today. This is now $64.99. But to complete your setup, have all of your mics, battery chargers, extra glasses, flashlight, microphone, board, everything all connected. Run the power out, plug this thing in, run my audio to it. I'm ready to go. It's an awesome system. I enjoy it. It is heavy, but apart from that, like I said, I couldn't imagine doing it the old way, like the way that I used to do it, where I'm trying to find a place to set this, I'm trying to find a place to carry my mics, and I'm trying to find a place to set my board and just loading in my van, because my board would just have to sit on something. There is no, Rockville didn't make a case for it. They didn't make a bag for it. They didn't make anything. So for me to be able to fabricate this and make it do exactly what I need it to do and what I want it to do, it's been fantastic. I do want to hear from you guys, so if you got any input on any of the things I'm running, or maybe you guys know a little better than me on you know, on something I could do better, or you guys got questions about how you can apply some of the things that I do to your own setups, feel free to comment. And